Okay, a 3DS XL review is way overdue, so let's just jump right into it. First of all, let's talk about the transition from the original 3DS to the 3DS XL. It was actually pretty smooth, but it takes a really long time. The 3DS has a feature where you can it's called system transfer, creatively enough, where it just transfers over all the contents of your original 3DS to your new one, or in this case, the XL. And it's pretty easy. Just hit a couple buttons and it transfers everything from one system to another by itself. Takes like 30 or 40 minutes though. Takes a really long time to transfer everything, but once it's done, you pretty much have, operating system-wise, a carbon copy of the old system. And then when it's done, it actually goes and does a factory reset on the original one. That's why it's at the language select screen, and I'll probably leave it at that because I'm probably going to sell the old one. I got rent to pay now, I need money. So, yeah, I definitely could not go back to the original 3DS after playing the XL so much, because with the original one, the screen size is tolerable. Looking at it now, it's smaller than what I'm used to now. But for me, I got big hands, so it's really cramped, especially if you're playing a game like Mario Kart 7. Really cramped to huddle your hands around and get both the shoulder buttons and the accelerate and the joystick and bleh. So, yeah, this is way more comfortable to play for long periods of time. There's a lot more to grip. The screen size, it's not... The up screen size, especially on the bottom, isn't really a big deal. It's not as pixelated and blown up as I thought it was going to be. Same thing for the top screen, too. And the fridge is turned on. There's other differences too, like the 3D. For some reason, it was a green light to toggle that something was 3D capable. On the original system and on the XL, there's no green light. You don't get a pretty little light. Some people say that the viewing angle is better on the 3DS XL for the 3D than the original. I really don't see any difference, and the pixelation, again, isn't really an issue. The bigger screen size is actually pretty welcome. I don't know what that... It's on the side there. What the hell did I do? Alright, whatever. So let me show you the gameplay is here. We'll start with Mario Kart 7. Let's see here. Let's do time trials. Why didn't they put a versus mode? If I want to race with computers, I don't want to have to do the whole cup. Not all the time. I'll do Piranha Plant Slide. The speakers on this aren't very loud. I mean, there's really not much to them. They're... yeah. No ghost. And for people who are going to ask for my 3DS friend code, my roster's full, because for some reason it decides to max out at 100 people, so I've since added 100 people, and I can't add anybody else. I'm sorry. I don't want to delete people just to add new people. It seems mean. So yeah, the screens on here are really nice. I'm not going to turn on the 3D because it's going to go all wonky for the camera, but I'm holding it at an awkward angle right now just to get it in shot. But this is way more comfortable to play for extended periods of time than the original ever was. It's a lot more rounded around the edges. It doesn't have that square, boxy kind of feel where you got these corners where they feel like they dig into your palms, and they literally leave an indent in your palms after a while. This is nice and rounded, really comfortable to hold. The buttons for start, home, and select, and I gotta stop saying so much, are actual buttons that press down instead of here where they're kind of flat and there's barely any tactile feel. So it's kind of hard to press the one you want to press. These are actual buttons. Minor things, but yeah. And with the bigger size, I think they could have definitely made room for a second circle pad like they do with that accessory that's sold separately for the first one. But I guess they are going to make a second circle pad accessory for the XL, so it's going to be even bigger than it is now. But I like Nintendo's strategy of, start a console off small size because people want things smaller, easy to carry around, then, oh wait, it's too small, we made a bigger version here, give us more of your money, which that they succeeded in, because look at me, I bought both of them. But this is, if you don't have a 3DS, this is the model to go for between the two, and if you have a 3DS, you might even feel it's worth it to sell your original and just get this one instead, because that's definitely what I'm going to do. and it's making these games like Mario Kart 7 feel new again because they're actually comfortable to play for a while, and I'm not actually trying for a good time here. I'm doing quite horrible. Sorry it's not in shot very well, but this is bigger. Whoa, brick wall. Hello, brick wall. You are a brick wall. Also, the battery life on here it's okay. It's better than the original 3DS. I have the extended battery on the 3DS right now because the stock one that came with it was awful. Maybe 3 or 4 hours of playtime before the battery went kaput. But with the extended battery, I can get maybe 6 or 7 hours, which is better. I guess I'll accept that. The 3DS's stock battery, it gets me about 4 to 5 hours, so it's not as good as the extended battery on the original 3DS, but it's definitely better than the stock battery that came with it. You don't get the cool little charging cradle, though, which came with the original, which is kind of disappointing. And I think I mentioned this in my unboxing, but I forgot to say if it's... I forgot to double check if it's true or not, but I thought I heard something where the American 3DS XL was the only one that actually came with a house charger, because worldwide elsewhere, I guess Nintendo thought people who were buying this already had a 3DS and they wouldn't need a charger. I don't know if that's true or not. I thought I remember reading that, but I could just be delirious and talking nonsense, which happens after a while. So, yeah, I might as well finish off the race here, but overall, very good console. I would definitely recommend getting this if you don't have a 3DS. If you already have a 3DS, it's up to you, but I would still recommend it. Hands down a good console, though. They're starting to come out with good first-party titles now, finally. So, I got New Super Mario Bros. 2. That's a fun game. I already have like 250,000 coins. And, wow, I wasn't trying, and I was looking at the times there. Alright, so that about wraps it up. It's really all about I could say. So, that wasn't a sentence. So, anyway, thanks for watching. That was a 3DS XL review. Bye-bye.